हेलो एवरीवन। यह मैटर एसएससी ग्रेड डी एंड डी ट्रिपल एस बी के लिए बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, जो मैं आपको 85 वर्ड्स पर मिनट के स्पीड से देने जा रही हूँ। सो बी रेडी। 5 सेकेंड्स। स्टार्ट। Generally, in such cases, what happens is that some sly fellow goes and just manages to get some proof out of nothing and gets the claim. Such things must not be allowed to happen, and only the rightful heirs must be allowed to have compensation or claim from the company. Also, sir, as regards assessment vis-a-vis the claims, there should be a more humane assessment. The human side must not be lost sight of. Generally, it is a very conservative assessment and it is bad for the person concerned. So, it should be a more human assessment in the matters of claims. Somebody told me about the comprehensive general insurance policy. I was told that the third party risk is not covered under the comprehensive insurance policy. It is also an anomaly. It is a paradox because the third party risk has to be covered somehow under the law, and no vehicle can run without the third party risk being covered. So, if the comprehensive insurance does not cover the third party risk and one has to pay another premium for covering the third party risk, then it is a very anomalous situation. I do not know what the case is, but if it is so, I think our government should look into it and improve the matters. It is a very good thing, sir, that in certain states the insurance of bus passenger scheme has been introduced. The bus passengers are insured. In view of the many accidents that we read about in the daily newspapers and the general insecurity of our life because of these accidents, I personally suggest that this scheme should made compulsory and should be extended to all the states, so that even poor persons who are not aware of the benefits from the general insurance are also able to get insurance that insurance benefit once an accident happens and something untoward happens to them or to their family members. Similarly, insurance of the railway passengers should also be compulsory. At present, there is a separate counter or something like that. But what I think is, in such a poor country and populous country like India, this must be made compulsory, especially where literacy is still up to 68%. In Kerala, sir, last year for the first time a comprehensive village welfare insurance scheme was introduced where the whole village was kept under the cover of that insurance policy. As I mentioned earlier, the sales tax laws are complicated, and this raises the whole question of the wholesale tax base. I would like to make a few comments in that regard and reflect on the present tax debate. I do not wish to go down that track too far. I shall make a few general comments which are pertinent to this legislation and the wholesale tax system as it operates in India. Sales tax is now levied on a multi-rate basis, that is at 7%, 20% and 30%, with a large number of exemptions. Well, over 50% of our final consumption expenditure is free of any sales tax component. Exempt, for example, are foodstuffs, clothing, footwear, drugs, most fuels, water, books, and printed matter. Taxable, on the other hand, and this is a random selection of examples, are building equipment, household furniture, household utensils, cars, alcoholic beverages, and pet food. Anomalies and inconsistencies abound in this area of tax activity, and the administrative problems are great. That was mentioned by the former treasurer, the honorable member, and I would concur with the comments that he made. This illustrates the fact that in the present tax debate, no matter which track the government may take, if may will be appropriate anyway to replace the entire wholesale tax base with another measure. From my calculations, if one replaced the wholesale tax base completely with a 5% retail sales or consumption tax, one would see a rough parity. In fact, I think the government might come out slightly in front with a 5% levy. There is a rough parity there, and this would do away with the many anomalies in the wholesale tax area, and also it would do a great deal for manufacturing industries, which in many cases are hit by the wholesale tax base. A shift to a consumption tax, even at a very low level, as a compensatory measure, would assist the manufacturing industry quite significantly. This is an area that obviously the government will look at. There are various options. During the public discussion, we have seen options floated in many areas, including the suggestion on the extension of consumption tax to a 12% rate. But I am specifically talking about the equation of a consumption tax as against the wholesale tax we have at present. Once more, I must agree, some may say unfortunately, with the remarks of the फॉर्मर ट्रेजरर